Hello, good evening. It's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. It's Monday, and we are playing some Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out. The new Frosty Planet DLC comes out on Thursday, but before then, we're going to try and wrap up our super sustainable carnivores attempt. I say attempt because things are not looking good where we left it off. Let's load in. So we have a slight issue. We're kind of running out of food. Everyone's immediately got hypothermia. We have about 20 Plug Slugs that are breeding and producing eggs. We have to let the eggs hatch into meat, i.e. Plug Slugs, and then eat the Plug Slugs. Not quite working. We've not quite got enough food. So we're going to have to do some other things to compensate for that. We have some Pacu here. The plan is that we're going to actually feed these guys algae around the map. We do have the fish feeder available. So rather than making a proper actual Pacu farm, we're just gonna put a feeder in. We're gonna let the fish eat from it. We'll see how that goes. We're also going to immediately dig up here and grab some of these sleepweeds, spill all the liquid out, make some frost buns. There's some more over here that we can grab as well. But expect deaths. Expect deaths. Rowan is just about to starve. So, yeah, the population will decrease. We will print more dupes again. So, the numbers will go back up. It will only be a temporary setback, but just making you aware that there is a chance that we fail this challenge. There's absolutely a chance. If we look at the vitals, I think Rowan is on 20 calories. So poor Rowan. Rowan is fast asleep, but is suddenly going to succumb to bonitis. They're lacking calcium. There you go. Hey Punk, how many batteries should we make? I don't know how many batteries you should make. How many batteries should I make? I think we worked this out. So the aim is to feed these guys fully at the moment, just to make sure they're running. We produce 1600 watts at night. There's 200 watts on average. 200 times 600 is 120 kilowatts. So I think we worked out it was supposed to be 3 batteries per slug. Not quite worked out. We'll have a think about that. Maybe add some more batteries, but the main focus at the moment is just to keep people alive, keep digging up food, and keep the slugs happy. Keep the slugs happy so we keep getting more babies. So it's just going to be a fair bit of maintenance. I hope you're doing well. There's a hatch over here as well. I've decided we're going to murder all the hatches. We are going to murder all the hatches, because I do not really fancy breeding them. I'm going to see what we can do. Who's earned a skill point? Harold. Harold, you can have cooking. We're going to have to start skilling up a few people in a few different things as people start to die. We're going to have to keep an eye out for slugs that are actually ready to be murdered as well. Yes, this is going to be one of those runs. Now, I believe... Yeah, we can come in here and grab these now. So we should be en route to grill some frost buns as well. You are currently grilling. You're currently making some mush fries. That's how much of a dire situation we're in. So, also time for another gravestone by the locker, you know. Disguised nicely. Everything alright with the audio? OBS had an update. I don't think it should affect the audio, but the UI looks different now. So I'm a bit curious. We will probably want to dig in here as well. And then auto harvest this guy. Now, you have got oxygen up here as well. You hear it, yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, murder the hatches. We're going to consume 12,000 calories per cycle. So we need a decent stockpile coming up. We've got more dig commands queued up as well. There's some sleep wheats over here for us to grab. There is a volcano over here. I'm not going to let this erupt because we don't actually need the refined metal at the moment. This needs to be priority 9. We need to build this immediately, and we need to fill it with algae. We do actually have algae. And then what I'm thinking we actually do is, because the fish are going to lay eggs everywhere willy-nilly, we start trying to restrain them. So we'll start building some doors here, and then we can fit in a couple of auto sweepers. I think that should work. We can dig out the mud as well a little bit if we feel like it. It's probably worth it. So people are starving. People are cooking. Travaldo is fairly low on calories, and Travaldo is actually our researcher, so I think there is a need to get this done. In fact, let's actually just set Travaldo to eat everything.
Killer fish
Killer
from
fish,
San Diego.
You need to keep our dudes
am,
alive.
but they taste really good.
Travaldo needs
I'm a
to
killer
survive,
fish.
for sure.
Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening.
Hey, I think we'll be alright.
Thank you.
Hello, Kuji. Hope you're doing well. We are struggling. Just to show you the progress as well on the achievement. It's not ideal. So, Locavore, we're sticking with Locavore out of principle. We've committed to the bits at this point, so I don't really want to do meal wood unless we have to. We've eaten 110,000 calories of meat, and we've got half the time remaining. So I'm feeling optimistic, because most of our calories at this point should start being from meat, and if they're not, we're going to print more tubes. So they definitely are. Print and die. And then super sustainable, we're still doing that. We're up to about 46,000 kilojoules. We do want to build more batteries as well, but I'm not overly fussed about that. Maybe we start building them over here. In these rooms. I think that's reasonable. Wires are breaking as well. Right, so Travaldo is back to normal. Everyone is starting to starve now, so... Travaldo, you go back to normal settings, i.e. don't eat anything that's uncooked. Yep, fish. Indeed. We were planning on mechanizing this. That may still be on the cards, but not at the moment. We were going to remove this. That's fine. Oh no, we can't remove that because we can't fit the conveyor receptacle in here. Yes, we aren't really bothering with this. Similarly, we're going to remove the automation for the lights. It's not really needed too much. We have another dude. It's good. This should be... Let's make this a priority 5. I would rather do stuff other than make mush bars if we're not literally starving to death. So here's the thing, right? If we're eating 12,000 calories of meat per cycle, and we've got 50 cycles left, that's 600,000 calories of meat. So we should be fine. But obviously a lot of that is non-meat at the moment, just to survive. Right, can we actually reach this? We can. We need to fill this with algae. I think what we'll do is we'll fill this up to 1 kilogram, and then we'll put a storage bin here, and we'll automate this. So we have plenty of algae for feeding the fish. You just need to actually cooperate. Okay, nobody's starving anymore. That's a relief. We also have our backup power running. So hydrogen generators are now actually running. They are hooked up to smart batteries as well. I'm sure we're wasting a fair bit of power from the Plug Slugs. But that's fine. We can definitely hook up some more... Oh, we could definitely hook up some more power consumers as well. We moved our bathroom up here, so we can actually deprecate this bathroom. I'd probably turn it into batteries. Yes, I think so. Yeah, so remove all of this. Turn that into more batteries as well. Lots of wires are broken. That's fine. They're all in areas I don't really care about. Okay, this wire I do care about because that's actually connected to the
Seek
plug
fluid
slugs.
intake.
Hello, Glavisk. Hope you're doing well. Yes, pet the whiskers. I wish there was a Pacu subspecies that preferred something else over water. Yes, they should add loads of Pacu. Or someone should make a mod that adds loads of Pacu and then I'll test it. Are the slugs happy? I hope they're happy. There you go, make that a priority 9. New constructions could be priority 8. No, they aren't happy. That's the problem. Some of them are happy, but we need our rancher to be on the job again. How many dupes do we have left that can ranch? We have 2 left that can ranch. This is the constraint as well, is we actually need to make them happy. Okay, so here's what we do. We let the slugs roam around until we need to murder them for food. And then if we want the spare slugs, we can have them. Right, there are sleep meats down here as well. They're unreachable. So let's put a ladder in here. And then we can come down here and grab all of these. There's also some swamp chard down here. There's also Pacu down here. I don't really want to murder these guys yet. But I think we can grab the swamp chard. So that's probably going to be... Let's see, something like this. Maybe not like quite like that. We can dig down here. And then we can get in here and we can dig this, we can dig this. Obviously there's going to be a lot of polluted water. Wires are still overloading. It's absolute bedlam. We need to split this into more wires. That was the other reason why I wanted more batteries. So we'll see how far people get with building that. Obviously, people have lots of long commutes at the moment. Partly for eating, partly for ranching supply. Oxygen is doing well, at least. Speed up again. Sweep that. Murder the baby. Yes, at least the liquids are behaving themselves now. I mean, forget about these ones. I think we can just ignore these liquids up here. That shouldn't cause too many issues. You're making frost buns now? That's good. The more frost buns you make, the less we're going to die. We found a Draco. We found multiple Dracos. Pacu, the most broken critter aside from Shovel's, Dracos, Sixes, and maybe Grubs. I'll tell you what, have you seen my critter tier list video that we just did? We finally did it after years of people asking for it. Because I wanted to make sure we had something out before the DLC. The new one came out. I talk about critters on there. Pacu are great. Right, so we need you to fill this with algae. Priority 9. That could be... Actually, this could be priority 8. This could be priority 9. And then we need an auto sweeper. So that needs to go here. And then in terms of the actual wire, that needs to go here. So that's all priority 8. We need to increase our Pacu stocks. That's going to be, I think, what makes or breaks this. Because we already have a nice amount of Pacu. We're keeping track of fry eggs as well. If we see any fry eggs, we'll move them up here. Alright, what we got? Food? Food! We do have food. Okay, that's good. We have another mechatronics guy. I think we just take the food. Let's not count on any of our dupes dying. So that should help people avoid starvation. Pacu are food efficient as long as you have algae, and if you're space mining, it won't be a problem. Well, we're not space mining today, but we should have enough algae to get on with things. And the auto sweeper seems to be going in fairly quickly, so that's good. Okay, more dudes. We're holding on for a little bit longer. So the issue is these are set to priority 8, these are set to priority 9. These need to be set to priority 7, I think. Because we don't need to be filling these when you could be ranching these guys. The issue is we need more eggs. These guys aren't all happy, we're not going to make it. So grooming should be priority 8. The reason it keeps coming up for the ranchers is because they're both ranching errands. That may be part of the problem as well. Right, this needs to be priority 9. Our mechatronics guy is on the way, that's good. What else do we want to do? We could release this Pacu. That seems like it would be a good idea. Maybe something along these lines. And then that Pacu should flop down here naturally. Does anyone think an odd electrolyzer spawn is better than an even one? What do you mean by that? We do not have a spawn at the moment. We're doing fine on just regular smelly oxygen, to be honest. We need to dig this sand. Odd number of electrolyzers. I mean, the way we build ours with the Hydra, it doesn't tend to matter. We just build them one at a time, depending on what we need. Each electrolyzer setup runs on its own regular wire. It doesn't make that big of a difference to me. Right, I think we figured out what we were going to do. So, we were going to put a critter sensor here. And I'm going to automate it. So that these doors open when there's more than one critter in here. Right, so now you're eating, but the issue is you're just feeding them over and over again. You need to sod off so the machine can do it. In fact, now this is full. Okay, that's not super full. Yeah, now you guys are actually eating. So hopefully you're going to start multiplying. Building more batteries as well, that's good. We need a second grave. We started off with a death today. Feels bad. Spect for databanks. We have more slugs. Okay, we don't need to murder anyone now. We've got some frost buns to eat for now. We've got enough dupes that we can eat some non-meat calories and be fine. We just need to survive. Only by using electrolyzers as we've been seems like a hard challenge. Yes, I was thinking about that as a challenge run at some point. I feel like that would be a long-term thing, because otherwise it's not really much of a challenge. But making a run where you just have to use rust, I think could be interesting. Or just harnessing the smelly asteroid fully. Could be an idea. How are you guys doing on vitals? Yeah, you're getting back up to normal fullness now. That's good. You guys are still munching all the, well, that's fine, all smelly vents. Yeah, I mean, the vents don't produce enough oxygen. I don't think it would actually matter. But, possibly. Anything else you want to eat? There's probably some buried goods over here. Let's have a look. There's also a wiggly plant. Can have a look at the wiggly plant. We can just dig in here. And again, we're going to keep murdering the hatches. Because we're not ranching those. I think what we would do instead of digging down here is we would actually just dig through here. And then we would auto-harvest this as well. But I'm expecting a huge amount of food from this. Hey Neo, hope you're doing well. We're continuing super sustainable carnivores today. And to be honest, don't expect any innovative building today. We've already had one death. We're still on 12 duplicants, so I think we're still on track. We have found a cool slush geyser. That's not really going to be relevant for what we're doing. At the moment, the main aim is just to keep exploring, keep finding as much wild food as possible. And then just survive. We're murdering non-plug slug critters. We're gonna auto-harvest wild plants as well. I think that's the right call. Could be wrong. Dig up here as well, that'll be fine. Our lane was expecting a rocket launch at least. I don't think we need to. We've got enough stuff here to do. And we're just trying to survive. We are feeding fish. We have a automated fish feeder over here. Although they've already eaten all the algae. So we just while we've got a moment, can we just yellow alert everyone, deliver all the algae there? We have like what? A ton? An actual ton? I should get some eggs going. And then set this to open if it's above 0. Okay, that should actually work. So if you go through... Oh. No, that's not going to work. The door needs to go here as well. Okay. Yeah, slugs are doing alright. I'm just trying to get it so that people are actually grooming them. For the moment, they're not really being groomed, which is not ideal. People have got food poisoning. One person's got food poisoning, 3 people have hypothermia. That's fine. Right, we have fry eggs. So... where am I even putting the eggs? Does it matter? We're not really automating these guys at the moment. We're just trying to get them all in one place, and then we'll think about it. We'll keep moving the eggs. Let's make that a priority now. How much algae you got in there now? A fair bit. Okay. So we'll set that... set that to priority 2. Set this to priority... no, set this to priority 2. Set this to priority 1. And now this will get loaded here, and the fish can keep eating it. This is going to keep consuming power, which is actually what we want. We released another fish down here. This is more water for all of the current fish. That's good. I believe we'll also dig this out, give them a bit more space. Everyone's coming over here to more, more sods. We did build some manual generators as well. They shouldn't need to be used. So that's good. Ashcan is attempting to groom them all. Research. So we were going for the conveyor receptacle. Is anyone actually doing anything to do with radiation? No, because this wire broke. Okay. We actually need to sort this out then, don't we? Right, build those. Build those, and then we'll separate off some more wires. And I think what we'll actually do is... we'll just put some batteries down here. We're going to have 3 different wires going, I think. It'd be funny if there was an asteroid that was just 80% oxalite. What's the whole asteroid just dissolves? That would be funny. You're right. I think... yeah, I don't know exactly where this wire would go. We'll split it up once it's all built. Obviously, everything over here is broken at the moment. I hope I have enough oxygen. I do at the moment, yes. We have sublimation stations aplenty. We have 200 tons of polluted dirt. I'm not overly fussed. Where are you going? We got a natural Escher fountain over here. That's fun. That's actually pressure damaging this cobalt tile, which is very amusing. We're getting some more pressure damage over here. It's got broken. How? How did this get broken? How did the fish feeder get broken? What? You guys see? It certainly didn't get too hot. Can fish feeders take pressure damage? Also, just sort of fish just go up here and then come back down. Maybe we just dig all of that out. And let the fish back in here. There is also food available over here, which we should harvest. And then we should come in here as well and grab this. We can do by going like that, I believe. Yeah, how on earth did that break? That's not going to help the fish. How is the culinary report looking? Yeah, see, we're already up to 140,000 calories of meat. So, we're suffering a little bit, but we should be on track to hit Carnivore. And we may even hit Carnivore today. I am planning on printing more duplicates in general, unless we get food. We're just going to absolutely chance it as much as we can. Wait, why are you taking the algae out of here? Oh no, you're putting it in here. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's actually investigate what's happening with this breaking. Why on earth would this ever break? Did the fish just brutalize it? Is that what's supposed to be happening? Oh, the tile! The tile of the fish feeder itself was taking pressure damage because of the Escher fountain. Now that's weird. I've never seen that happen before. Right, why is that unreachable? Because you cannot reach the eggs. Okay, so this needs to be a ladder then. It's fair enough. There's an egg down there as well. That's not an egg. Yeah, you're alright. Okay. Good stuff. And then in terms of power, how are we looking as well? 54,000. Okay. I mean, charging and discharging all these batteries is definitely going to help. The Plug Slugs are doing well. I'll remove these guys. You're our backup food, because you're fresh until you're murdered. That's the plan. I think we just speed to it for now. I guess we could dig over here and grab this oxalite. That's probably helpful. So maybe something like that will do, and then auto-harvest this plant. Do we need to make more refined metal? Do we actually have enough? We haven't even got conductive wire as a material. We're never going to have enough refined metal to make conductive wire. That's not really going to be an issue. These plants we can harvest if you really feel like it. You're still grabbing all the metal. I think, okay, here's what I think we do. I think we put a load of storage bins up here. And then we just have a load of refined metal available. And you're going to bring all the refined metal in there rather than just having it hanging out. We only have 8.2 tons left of accessible metal. These guys really have been eating a lot of metal. This is why you don't normally do this. You eat all the metal on the map. But in terms of getting this specific challenge, I think it's very helpful. We can put these on a priority 1 as well. I don't think you're going to actually get that far, but we're going to have the plunger print in the actual bathroom. We spent some of our filament on plunger print. Right, what is the situation? You're not taking pressure damage here, so that's fine. The goldfish that are in here are slowly emitting regular water from the polluted water, which is fine. And we'll keep an eye on when these guys start to overcrowd. I'm kind of thinking what we should do is just fill this with as much water as possible. Like, let's actually dig... Let's actually ladder over here and release all of this water. A, because we want to get in here and get the stuff. And B, because we actually just want to... The deeper this is, the more Pacu we can fit in here without issues. I think we just pour as much water in there as we can. What else we got? We got some sleep weeds. They're not going to do anything. It is currently raining quite a lot outside. Doesn't really affect you. Let's have a look at the power overlay. What's up with you? Oh, we never finished off your wire. Okay. So... You need to go like... this. And then remove that. Yeah. Okay. Priority 9 that. Okay. Priority 8 the rest of the construction. Someone made a mess. I presume that's because they're trapped. Yes, Pei is trapped because there should be a ladder here. Okay, fair enough. What we got? Another dupe. A ward seed. Normally I would go for a ward seed. I don't think we do today. A rancher. A rancher will do. Preferably one without decreased husbandry. So we'll get you into that straight away, or as soon as we can get the skill. Meep, you can ranch as well. That's excellent news. Rivaldo, we're going to give you ranching as well, and we're just going to give everyone ranching. In fact, I'm generally going to give everyone a high, and then people who have actual aptitude are going to get a very high. Because we're probably going to get a lot of random people just chipping in as we give them the skills. Because we've got to make sure these plug slugs are groomed. So metal ore, cobalt ore goes in here. We're going to save copper for building stuff with, I think. Can you actually get down here? Yes. You just haven't bothered yet. Okay, that's fine. So we're not starving, that's good. Obviously, we're still grabbing some environmental stuff at the moment. Once some of you fish actually get tamed, you're gonna start producing way more eggs. But that's okay. I think we just tell you to dig that out. And then I think we also just dig this. Get some of that liquid to come down here. There's also a fair bit over here which we can dig. A fair bit over here. We could also start tiling this over. Not a very glamorous job. Let's also probably 8 that ladder. That could be priority 1. As we tile over that water, more of it should flow over here, and then we can start actually digging. Let's see. Maybe like this. Drainage channels. How deep does the pond need to get before it breaks the tiles underneath it? I'm kind of surprised it hasn't broken already, to be honest. It's a very good point. How are you doing, bees? Let's get those tiles in there. Double wall it. I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking, sedimentary rock. How hard is that? Ah, very soft. Okay. Noted. That's an accident waiting to happen, literally. You're flooded. Okay. So let's make this dig priority 9 as well. I'm confident. Yes. 999. So I'm confident that we're going to get the achievement at this rate now that we're feeding the Pacu. Once they get tamed, we should be fine. And we have enough algae to feed them as well. There's more or less just a case of looking after everyone, making sure the slugs are getting groomed, just maintaining what we've currently got. We're actually out of uranium, really. That's frustrating. Is that because the wire wasn't connected? Did we waste a load of uranium on that? There's not really more uranium we can get either. Obviously, we can do Wheezewort's radiation. I don't really want to do that. We don't have a choice. You robbed me of funny content? No, don't worry about it. We have plenty of accidents on this stream. Now, apparently there was a warning, a weather warning for thunder today, so we'll see if there's actually thunder. You know what? This can be priority 1 drywall as well. This is where the beds are actually going. We do not want to run any algae diffusers anymore, so let's turn these off. Any algae needs to be for the Pacu. How many slugs are you feeding them? I thought the diet was devastating. It is, and we are being devastated. But just in terms of getting carnivore and super sustainable at the same time, this is how you would do it. Just don't expect to have any metal left afterwards. The ultimate plan was to set up some semi-starvation ranching. We will need the radiation research to get that automated properly. Maybe we have to bite the bullet and just do that. We could set up Wheezeworts over here, but we need to build these tiles first, so let's actually priority 9 these. Yeah, let more water out of here. What else do we want to dig? Not sure we actually want to dig anything over here. Yeah, these slugs eat so much metal. Also, we've got a grub fruit plant over here. We've got some baby beetles. Let's eat them. We can reach that plant as well. There's more algae down here as well. Let's see what our loot is from the printing pod. Always a good idea. Ooh! We got the pink gas reservoir. Well, we like the party dot one, but that's worth a lot of filament. We'll probably build the pink one occasionally. Okay, let's stop making mush bars and mush fries. I think we've got enough food again now. We've got enough eggs. They're generally getting lullabied pretty well. We've kind of bodged the automation on that, but that's okay. You're still flooded, so we probably need to actually move you up here. Build that. Hello, Pragmatic Gamer 14. I'm doing well. We're doing well. The dupes, a couple of dupes have died, but we're still on track to hit Carnivore and super sustainable. Deaths were always allowed. This achievement is not to be done without sacrifice. Now, can we actually get in here? Yes, we can build some tiles. I think we're just going to preemptively build some tiles over here. I think that's probably good enough. We'll just ladder this up. And then we'll wall this off with granite because we're going to make this the floor. Immortality! When you try to ranch slugs, you hook them up to the nearest volcano and the volcano could sustain maybe 7. Yeah, exactly. Metal volcanoes can usually sustain about a normal-sized ranch. We're going for 3 achievements. We're going for... Well, there's 3 timed achievements in the game, or 3 conditional achievements in the game. There's Locavore, where you have to consume 400,000 calories of food without planting any seeds. We did that last stream. There's Carnivore, where you have to consume 400,000 calories of critter meat-related foods before the 100th cycle. We're about halfway towards that overall. And then super sustainable, you have to generate 240 megajoules of power without using natural gas, petroleum, wood burners, or coal generators. And we're about a quarter of the way there. So the last bit is definitely going to be power, ramping that up exponentially. We have enough food available from slugs. We should be able to generate that many calories of meat within the next 45 cycles. But people definitely need to stop eating mush fries. I got a frog in my throat. But we were in a bit of a pickle in that we had just enough calories to barely not starve by eating the Plug Slugs. So now we actually need to exceed that so people can actually do other things other than forage for food. Yeah, I've got Carnivore in the bag. I think I do. I feel like the time could have been a bit better, but to be honest, I'm just kind of glad to survive now. To be honest. I'm not sure how much of this we can reach. Probably just that. That's fine. Release that as well. What's everyone up to at the moment? Ranching supply. Yeah. Metal stocks are a bit low. It does still generally seem like they're just grabbing it for the ranching things instead of actually grabbing it for the others. Now, there's lots of metal over here, so let's actually keep digging all of this. Probably also want to tile these bits realistically. Should be, you don't often get surf and turf. You don't have to get to gas range before cycle 100. I mean, we could totally do that. We just don't have any natural gas to work with at the moment. We have the means. Now, there's more metal down here as well. I think we just dig any metal that's nearby. I think that's probably a good plan. Something like that. And then we can get in here, and then we can just start digging all of this. Yeah, that seems good to me. To print more farters, get that natural gas. Yes, that seems very productive. Good to see the egg count is doing well. We got lots of slug babies here. Probably worth murdering some of these in a bit. Slugs generally seem to be getting groomed. Maybe not. Hello, Duncan Stamp 23. Curious to ask if I play Dungeons and Dragons. I have played Dungeons & Dragons in the past. Me and my friends used to play it a lot in secondary school. I did it at uni occasionally. But I don't really have a regular group that I go to these days. Sadly, I do not think I have time for Dungeons & Dragons anymore. But I did find it fun. I would always make silly meme characters. That was definitely my style. Right, let's murder some babies. Like a DM or a player. Oh, I'm like a player. I think I would if I really got into that and I had the time, I probably would like to be a game manager, but I don't think I would ever end up having that availability again. What's the mod that lets you reroll dupes from the printing pod? Duplicate stat selector is usually the one I go for. Accent is British, correct assumption. Yes. Which part of Britain? Can you tell? Oh look! Actually, hold on. There is a radioactive biome over here. Okay, let's just dig up more uranium. Obviously not very efficient, but I don't really care about efficiency this run. I just want the stuff. Maybe the south. Yeah, so my heritage is from sort of Cambridgeshire, but these days I'm based in the East Midlands. Right, Otto. Let's see. Ranching for you. Everyone needs a little bit of ranching. Yeah, you're all hugging the eggs now. It's good. You're all doing your part. Let's see, what else do we want? We want some Priority 1 drywall over here for sure. Hopefully, as we start printing more dupes, we actually get some more of this stuff done. Guess we'll see. If I ask, would an Star Wars Evil D&D campaign maybe interest you to collaborate to start? I'm going to be honest, probably not. I don't think I have any time for anything D&D related anymore. I enjoyed it when I was younger, but I do not. There are many other things that I need to do at the moment. I barely have time to stream, to be honest. I barely have time to play stuff that I really want to do on stream and to actually make my channel content. Yeah, my friends asked me about it as well. I'm trying to get they're trying to organize a D&D campaign themselves. If they say more things about that, then I might end up joining that at some point, but again, that would be a big stretch, I think. Right, you built all of this. Okay, so this wire just needs to be completely reshuffled. So let's go to the overlay. So blue wire, red wire. And then this is completely separated at the moment. I'm not sure this has helped anything. Let's unseparate it again. So if we just hook everything up for now. What is using all this power? Let's see. Incubators. Okay. That's way too many incubators to be plugged into one line. So I think we just disconnect 4 of them. That many for now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just take another wire. We'll feed it around here. We'll bridge this. Then I think what we'll do is that wire will go in here. That will go to these plug slugs, specifically. Then let's see. That wire now isn't connected to anything. So that one can connect to these guys. And then what we'll do is we'll have 3 rows of batteries. So one goes down here. You can't use conductive wires? Well, we could research them pretty easily, but we definitely don't have the refined metal to do that. We can keep everything separated and just use regular wire. I don't really have a huge issue with that. We do need a priority 9 that construction, though. Set this back to priority 9. What's flooded? Okay, that fish feeder. Yes, we knew about that. Yes, keep producing eggs. You're producing more and more eggs. It looks like we possibly have some tame fish now. Or maybe there's just enough wild ones in here. It's not an issue. Got a baby. All the eggs are up here at the moment. That's fine. We have a lot of calories now. That's good. Okay. I think the priority now is to just get everything actually built. You're spending a long time just trying to grab all the metal off the map. Do we speed 3 it maybe? The issue as well is we're not charging all these batteries at the moment. We do need to keep charging them. Okay. I think we just leave it running. It does just seem like everyone's spending all their time just grabbing metal, though. So let's make sure to dig all of the easily available metal. So anything that we can reasonably grab, we should grab. That mud is going to fall over if we do that. Then we can do something like come down here and grab that as well. Then come in here, grab this. And maybe leave that one and then come over here. What we got? We need more dupes. So how about another... Well, you've got a good set of everything, so we'll pick Joshua. We'll pick Joshua and we'll get you on cooking. I'm aware that we have a lot of cooks. We need a prioritize people up and things again. Yeah, you could prioritize cooking and ranching because you've got the. Actually, you can minor in that. Maybe we'll get you the skill eventually. Yeah, here's the issue. They're constantly filling these bins. I almost feel like to get this to actually work, I do not have the duplicants take up way too much of their time. We need a conveyor rail loading all this stuff in. We have metal stored up here as well. Yeah, it does seem like they're just spending all their time doing that. Well, we'll keep trying to grab all the stuff that we can easily grab. We can go down here and grab this as well. So let's actually grab each of these bits. Yeah, now we actually have plenty of food. Good. We discovered a aluminium volcano. That's fairly unusual. Okay. You're awaiting rad bolts. You're ready for research again. Okay, let's have a look at the power. So this wire is completely disconnected because something's broken, maybe? There's many broken wires. So let's see. Let's deconstruct these. Construct the. Construct the. Move that bridge for now. Then we'll just get these rebuilt right away. And then we should be able to see how everything goes again. Yeah, I think we're going to get there on meat. So then it's just power. And for power, we can actually solve that. We can get more stuff. We can get, like, some more recreational buildings. I think we're just going to release all this liquid over here as well. And just let that descend. There's more sweet wheat as well. I think we're actually in a position now where we don't need to worry about that. So we'll let all the spare slugs accumulate down here, and then we'll murder them later. Basically, just trying to pay attention to this colony report at the moment. Right, so we do have 3 separate wires now. Each of them is using a different amount of plug slugs. This one is definitely the one that's loading the most. So maybe we take the incubators off of that one. So something like, maybe we do that for now. Because we basically just need to make sure that no more wires actually break. And then we'll be fine. More loot. What have we got? Basic white shirt. Well, if we didn't already have that, that would be good. I'm not sure we do already have that, so that might actually be a very nice addition. Okay, we haven't ended up going down here. So we can reach these tiles. So we should. And then in terms of actually getting down here, we actually need to... by the looks of it, that's all mud. So we probably just need to come down here. Well, need is a strong word now, because we have enough barbecue that we're going now. We're going to keep making the frost buns and all the other things. We're just going to keep printing more dupes. And then if we end up in a situation again where we're consuming too much food, some of the dupes die, that's not the end of the world for what we're trying to do. Now, there is ice that keeps melting. So where do I want to put that? Probably in a storage. This can go down here as well. Access shaft of shaftiness. Right, batteries are all charged. That's good. I think we're there. I think we use speed 3 it now. If we actually have a look at the colony report, the previous days, they're not spending too much time pondering. So I think speed 3 is where it's at. Now, are we actually going to get the challenge done today? If we speed 3 it, possibly. Because we're not doing a huge amount of elaborate base building anymore. To be honest. I'm fairly happy with what we've got for beating the challenge. Then the question is, what do we do on Tuesday? Well, if we do beat the challenge today, I'm not going to do another ONI stream. I might do some more Balatro. I've been really enjoying that recently. But I don't want to drag this out. If victory's in sight, we're going to go for it today. I think it is in sight. It is just taking them a fair bit of time to just do stuff. And what, you're doing all the drywall now? Fair enough. Well, that's better than nothing. We put in a couple more fish feeders, maybe? We could probably reach this one, too. Yeah, we'll put in a few fish feeders, whatever. Whatever. Once we actually get some tame Pacu, that's really going to help us out. We suddenly have a lot of fry eggs. We have 6 fry eggs at the moment. More skills. Let's give people building. I think ranching is being handled now. So let's skill people up a bit more generally. Maybe supplying would have been a good idea. Just summon. It's a good thing you guys don't good thing you guys don't eat food. A lot of frost buns stored up now. It turns out that there was a lot of wild sleep meat available. Well, that's nice. Right, liquefiables go in here Friday night. Because I do not want them to keep melting and giving everyone soggy feet. So what are you guys up to in ONI these days? I've seen, actually, there's quite a few updates on the forums about stuff. Food is decayed. Barbecue is decayed? Really? Okay, this is not. We are not here to let barbecue decay. There you go. Ridiculous. That was a fairly large amount of barbecue as well, by the looks of it. We could put a ration box somewhere, maybe. That would be a good idea. Or maybe just a refrigerator. Next to the corpse, you know, as you do. We could put it over here, to be honest. If we're actually at this point where food is starting to go off, then we should definitely do that. And food will go up a bit sooner than usual if we're not cleaning up this asteroid, so let's pay attention to that. Edible food goes in here Friday night. Cycle 60. So, where are we at? We're on almost 200,000 calories. Yeah, we're making good progress now. So, in terms of power, what I actually wanted to do was come down here and actually put maybe an arcade cabinet or something in. Who knows? No one's doing the rad bolt generator. Fair enough. Yeah, it looks like you guys are just doing all the drywall now. Okay. Right, copy settings across, that's fine. We've got 2 feeders on the go now, and this one will activate as soon as we actually let some more water out of here. You can dig these tiles out, that shouldn't cause any issues. Real talk, can I just get you to sweep all the liquids out of here now? This is really annoying me. Thank you. It's faster if you just do it all at once. Cancel those. Thank you. Keep an eye out for more random liquids. More over here. Well, I don't really care about the liquids over here because it's just battery territory. Should we? No, I don't think I'm going to go look at the patch notes quickly. I would like to sweep this stuff, but I think we're going to have to dig... Oh yeah, you can sweep all that as well. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and do that. You've still got loads of Swamp Child Heart. I guess you have actually been digging ahead here to grab it. Although I think realistically what's happening is they're eating all the barbecue, and then they're leaving the Swamp Child Heart. And I think what I'm going to do is, just in case this tile melts, I'm going to put a tile here. Because there's a lot of brine ice that I feel like is about to melt. In fact, actually, let's just wall this off. That might be enough. Got a hatch over here. We're still planning on eating the hatches, I think. Some of the hydrogen from the slugs is going over here now. That's probably fine. We aren't really pumping any water out of here. You can move this fish egg over here. Fish is still fine. We do have some tame fish now. They are feeding as soon as they can practically do so. Looks like these wires are broken. It's the incubators. We definitely shouldn't have... Yeah, we definitely shouldn't have more than 4 incubators on a wire at a time. Do we even need all these incubators to run anymore? We could probably lower the interval on these. Oh, did we not even set the interval on these? Right. Do that. Oh, no, I know what we're going to do. Okay, it looks like they're... Looks like some of them are set to run at some times, some of them are set to run the other time, so that's good. Let's stagger out the usage a little bit. Barbecue, that's what I want to see. Print barbecue, eat barbecue. Now, in terms of food, let's actually not put the food that doesn't go off in here. The Swamp Child Heart, Nutrient Bar, Muck Root, we don't care about. Everything else we do care about. I mean, I am glad you're doing the drywall, because that kind of annoys me sometimes. Right, connect that up. Reconnect this, so our backup hydrogen power is working again. We'll keep thinking about where it's going to go. So, I think we put a door here. We do a set of doors here. We make another recreation room here. And we fit more power consumers in it. Because that feels like the main constraint to me now. Now, we're not going to let the sand out. Everything else is fair game. Not the oxalite either. So you can dig all of that up. That's fine. Liquid reservoirs. Do these count as industrial machinery? They do not. So I think we could probably actually just have them be in this room. And that won't be an issue. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. So, we just did a YouTube video on my retrospective thoughts on Spaced Out in general. I just wanted to do sort of like a mini review of the DLC and talk about the parts of it that I liked the most and what I wanted to see out of future DLCs for this game. And one thing I mentioned in there, I would like to see a combustion system. I would like it so that if you fill up the whole map with flammable hydrogen, there's actually a risk that it can all combust and generate a load of heat and then disappear. I'm not sure how they really handle that, but I think it'd be interesting. Like, using blast shots to make, like, TNT blocks so that you can mine. You can actually mine out the asteroid with explosives without having to actually skill up your duplicants. Critters that start fires. Duplicants that start fires. A pyromaniac dupe. That'd be pretty fun. I mean, obviously oxygen is flammable as well. But I think from a gameplay point of view, we would pretend it's not that flammable because we're assuming it's full of nitrogen or whatever. That's another thing I didn't mention in the video that I thought would be interesting. What if they actually made nitrogen a separate resource? Like, have oxygen machines produce oxygen. And then, to have it actually be balanced air, you need nitrogen, like the inert gas. And then, I think it would be something like where oxygen and nitrogen gases combine in the air to make air, which your duplicants breathe. And if you have regular oxygen, they can breathe it, but they get like a debuff. I feel like it would probably be too complicated. Okay, so this wire is running too much consistently now. So what's the issue with that? Maybe just one incubator on that. That might help. That wire's broken again. Okay. We'll just build around it for now. More skills. What we got? Hassan. Hassan, you're not doing very much of everything. Let's give you supplying. So now we're on speed 3, you're spending more time pondering. There's not that much more time. I think I'm prepared for the speed 3 at this point. So, what other power consumers? Do I want to research anything? Is there even anything to research that is a fun recreational thing that doesn't require radiation? Probably not. Maybe we just leave it then. I think the actual answer is you just keep running all these incubators. How's Pacu doing here? Pacu still don't seem to be overcrowded. That's good. We have many, many eggs now. They still seem to be doing alright. Okay, let's actually clear out all this mud. And then we can start clearing this metal. And then we've got a bit more space in the tank again. That would be nice to see. Continue to check our progress. Okay, we're over halfway. We're over halfway to Carnivore. We've got another 40 cycles left. We're doing pretty well now. It did certainly help, I think, that we printed a load of barbecue. We'll keep printing more duplicants. This is a speedrun attempt after all. So if we can get it tonight, I want to get it tonight. Guys are kind of just hanging out now. What about sludge presses? We did have a sludge press built over here. I think we decided it wasn't important, but frankly, I want the duplicates to use the power. So if we have excess dupes, maybe we put the sludge presses in here. These don't actually use up that much power. They're 120 watts each, so we can just plug these into our normal wires. And then, in terms of stuff, I think I just want to dump it over here. Just whatever liquids you have, just dump it over here. Fill up our fish tank. I just want to see you jump up and down on the thing. That is what's important to me. Insufficient oxygen generation. Well, that's not very cash money. Why not? Are you not loading these? Looks like we need more oxygen producers. Oh, because we disabled these. Okay, that's fair enough. So, how about you just put a couple of those over here each. And then we plug them in like that. And now we set you to all of these, and we'll keep you on a priority 5. And then if anyone feels like jumping up and down on the sludge press, they can do that. And maybe we just fit a load more in over here. But what we could do is we could actually just put 2 more over here. Put in some sensors. And then you guys can get to work on that. That does not feel overly necessary. Building up a big long wire like that, that's fine. I'm really looking forward to getting back into a long format playthrough now. I'm ready. I want to make an efficient base again instead of farting around trying to do specific goals. I think we've actually done alright. We did murder 2 dupes, but it looks like we're going to be on reasonable pace. So, if we're eating 1,400-ish, no, 1,400 calories. Let's think about this. We're printing a dupe every 3 cycles. So, normalized amount of duplicates is probably going to be about 20. So, 20,000 calories of meat per cycle would suggest that it would be done in about 10 cycles. But let's say it's going to be 15 cycles, because we need to get up to that population, and we're still eating some non-barbecue foods. That being said, we have a lot of excess plug slugs now. They're doing alright. And in all honesty, I should actually have a wire down here as well. There's plenty of spaces where they could hang out if they felt like it. Wire is still broken. I think we're doing alright now, actually. Okay, this wire is slightly overloading. It's okay. So, also, I've noticed something. So, because the fish are mostly hanging out... Because the fish are mostly hanging out over here by the feeders, I feel like we could actually grab the eggs from down here pretty easily. Let's put another auto sweeper over here. And then what we can do is we can actually separate them out, maybe, to a different tank. I probably want to keep pushing the water over here as well, so let's do this. We actually reached that, not quite. Put another liquid reservoir there. Because again, we're not allowed to dump any of our excess bathroom water into... Oh, this is some spaghetti, isn't it? Into a plant. So I'm actually just hooking it up like this, where we're dumping all the excess germy water into some liquid reservoirs for now. Obviously, we could just dump it in here now and have the gulp fry get to work. But we're not guaranteed to have gulp fry unless we keep this cooled down. We have some more water over here as well. We can dig some more of this out as well. Okay, what's in the pot? Nutri bars. We don't need Nutri bars. We got 2 flatulent dupes. I ain't going to Nefata. Not at this point. We're going to take the Nutri bars. Still good to have a backup. No, the amount of gas from a single farter is not going to be enough to run us a gas range. Oh, can we find out what's down here? Just for laughs. I would find that very funny. We were debating cooking this whole frozen biome with the steam vent, but that never ended up. How many wires can we break at the same time? Right, ranching on May, that's good. Although, I feel like we're actually at the point where we could probably start to be a bit more normal again. Yeah, it looks like you're actually starting to get on top of some of these errands. That's nice to see. Fire pole shuffle. Nice, nice. How many plug slugs do we have in here now? 20. Well, we have a shine bug in here as well, apparently. Let's have a look at super sustainable as well. So, yeah, we're at about 80 megajoules now. I still think that's going to be the constraint in the long run, is just actual power use. But the only way we can get that up is if we get the duplicants to stop doing stuff. I still want the drywall. Gotta put the drywall in, gotta show off our plunger print. There you go, now you guys are generating some extra power as well. Seems like we need more batteries. We do have 3 separate wires now. Do we? No, we don't. So, we have this wire. This wire isn't going into any batteries other than the hydrogen. So I think what we do is we actually take this. And we plug it in here. We disconnect that. Let's try that. I think that's quite right. I think we need this to be a... Need a bridge of some kind. There's not actually that much stuff on this line. Got most of the batteries on it, so maybe we actually take that here. Definitely still more stuff that we could put on this line. Maybe we just take 2 of these. Or maybe we actually just take all of those and then disconnect that. Yeah. That feels maybe more appropriate. Okay, you're hard overloading now. Maybe like this. Yeah, as long as it's like flipping back and forth between red, that's fine. Okay. Maybe we'll leave it like that for now. No, this isn't like. Where is it? The wire has broken. Okay, so that wire is broken. The incubators, I think, are definitely consuming the most power. Is there any way to actually get a... Oh, we can get a power breakdown, can't we? Let's get a power breakdown. So most of the power is wasted because it's Plug Slug overproduction. So this is a sign that we still need more battery. Well. So here's an idea. We just keep extending the batteries over here. Keep doing that forever. See how far we can get. You guys are actually starting to run out of food now, so you're grabbing all the wild food. Fair enough. Another water geyser over here. Remove these and put in some more battery. And probably remove all that stuff. You can murder the hatch as well. It's allowed. And then 1, 2, 3. I know we can fit some more batteries here, but I can't be bothered. Right, let's see, what else do we want to do? So, once you've done this tile, we can actually move the floor of the tank down a little bit. Let's keep building these up here. Pushing the water over here so you've got more room. Glad we have a good surplus amount of Plug Slugs now. Remove this. Then once this goes in, we can dig this up as well. But yeah, let's look at this. So, the actual power consumption, yeah. Almost all of the power consumption of our base is actually coming from the incubators. So we do just need to keep running these. Then just keep hooking up these batteries. Yeah, metal ore stocks are up now, so we definitely have more metal than the slugs are eating. Right, we'll put some batteries over here as well. Actually, these are... Yeah, these aren't industrial machinery, are they? Are they? No. So we can put batteries in bedrooms. That's good. Oxygen production is technically too low, but I don't think I care. This pump also isn't doing anything anymore. I'm going to remove that just so I'm not misled. And... You know what? Maybe we don't worry about it too much. You know what? You can dig this metal. That's fine. Take that as well. Take that. Maybe we'll just remove this one. Pretty happy with our wild Pacu breeding operation. Maybe we just tile this up. Be nice and safe. We could start widening it out. I don't think we start widening it out. If anything, I'll just keep pushing the water over here. And in fact, if we actually do that, then I can start to get rid of all this mud as well. Another wire is broken over here. Okay. Very funny. Skills. So let's give everyone supplying, because I feel like that's the actual one of the actual constraints now. People keep dropping off. People do keep dropping off small quantities of stuff. Got starvation again. Right, I think it's time we do some murder then. So a little bit of murder. Who's suffocating? Hey, it's a bad one. Okay, I think Pei is actually going to survive there. Yeah, Pei is fine. Pei the one starving. No, that's Meek. Meek, you'll be fine. We'll get grilling 2 on Joshua. I kind of like everyone just wearing the chef's hats. Why is this wire disconnected? Oh. Whoops. There you go. Oh, is that not actually connected to any plug slugs anymore? Okay, a slight oversight. That needs to be connected there. I have become very confused. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to keep breaking, but that's actually fine. 125,000. Right. I just speed 3 it. I'm pretty sure if we just speed 3 it, we'll get there by cycle 100. We'll keep printing more dupes in the meantime as well. Let's see. Do we actually want either of these guys? I mean, you're probably the least bad. But we just need people to keep eating more stuff. Actually, how about another researcher? That's probably a good idea, isn't it? Here you go. Are we actually getting any more of the research done on the conveyor receptacles? I would like to do that. Yes, we are. That's good. I think we can make that priority 5. Not overly worried about that anymore. What else are you guys up to? You're actually building all the batteries. That's nice. Yep, keep it up. I'm just going to let all this liquid hang out over here for now. We could probably do another 2 batteries over here as well. Go. The annoying wires. We need a 4th circuit. Possible. What I could do is I could actually just separate the hydrogen wire completely from all of this. I think that's what we do. I'm confident we can power all of this stuff off of just the hydrogen. So we'll do that and we'll actually get that done. So, dig this as well. Then what we'll probably do is we'll come all the way up here. Dig this out. Maybe just that far. Yeah, I think that'll do. And then, yeah, we'll leave that like that for now. That should help take some of the demand off of that wire, because everything was breaking way too much. We just need to decide the efficient bodges to actually do. There you go. That can be priority 9 as well. Bring building back up to priority 9. Information stations are working. What is breathability like? So breathability is pretty bad down here because of carbon dioxide. So it would be quite easy for us to just dig over here and release all of this. A lot of polluted oxygen down here that we can breathe. And we should. So we can also come over here and dig a lot of this out. Let's do that. We probably also want to keep putting these airflow tiles in here just to encourage the hydrogen from the slugs to leave, because the slugs are producing a lot of hydrogen. We are trying our best to purge it. Do not put a mesh tile there. Thank you. Okay, something has gone wrong. Let's see. How about that? Does that help? Not really. Is it just incubating? I think so. So let's actually cut one off. And how about we cut off two? Okay. I think we need to stagger more of these. They're all set on 2 different phases. In fact, maybe we just... The thing is, I don't want to keep not running them, because we're running them to consume the power for the achievement. We could obviously run them on a much longer schedule, but that's not the point. The point is... that we actually run them to get the achievement. Right, well, that's a few of them set to different times. So hopefully that's going to help distribute some of the power load a bit more. And I think I want to get you to sweep all this up as well. This is very much annoying me now. Thank you, guys. I know it's your downtime. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Luke. So we're running pretty low on calories. That's fine. We can keep murdering slugs. Murder is the goal. Murder is the goal and we're achieving it, as long as we're not murdering our dupes. Most of these slugs are... Okay, they are all happy now. That's good. So they're all getting green. You made a mess? Why have you made a mess? Oh, yellow alerts. Fair enough. Do we split dupes into 2 schedules now? Well, we've got a night owl, so I think that's a good argument. Yes, 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 I know. Right, night owl. So... Work. And then downtime in the morning and bedtime immediately after. And then we can have Max, we can have a few different dupes. One rancher. We don't want all of the ranchers, we want some of the chefs. I think that will probably do for now. So that should be less demand on the bathroom. Because yes, now we've got some more random liquids again, so... You guys know what you're doing. Be sweepy. This one's my fault. I'll take full credit for that one. Right, you guys are now crowded, so... I don't think we even bother with these anymore. But you're not laying any more eggs. So... You guys can wander all the way down here. So how about you actually dig this up? And then we start expanding it out over here. Yeah, those are granite tiles. That's fine. Good. Drywall almost seems done. We got another hatch. Eat the hatch. Let's actually murder some more slugs as well. So I calculated we had enough slugs to feed 13 people. So the more we go over 13, the more we're going to have to rely on these other things like the fish. And our local reserves. That's fine. Also, in fairness, the duplicates have a fair calorie reserve now, so they can starve for a little bit and it's not the end of the world. But obviously the aim is to get them actually eating the well, so... You know, we'll mix it in. We got a sleep wheat over here we can harvest. So, something like that. And maybe let the polluted water off gas a little bit. Good. Don't starve. Yeah, we're playing Don't Starve. We already starved today, to be honest. Right, batteries. I'm just going to put in a load of redundant wires, I'm going to be honest. Obviously not what we should be doing. And also, here's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put a load of batteries over here. Mostly because... Okay, remove that ladder. Mostly because that wire bridge keeps breaking. And we want more power capacity in general, so... Whatever, I'm no longer going to care about the decor from the wires. That is no longer relevant to our goals. We are down a slug, so you need to get moved in. The fridge did not end up being necessary. This can all be Friday night, that's fine. We probably can split up another wire. So how about we actually... How about we actually take the other hydrogen generator and we stick that on here. And then we actually take that off. And then that can just run all of this. That lamp does not need to be there. Right, how are you looking? You're still crowded. You're probably going to be crowded for a while. How about we just dig you all the way out over here now? can do that. Let me actually dig you out all the way over here. Right, printables. More dupes. Slug eggs. No, we'll get another rancher. Let's print the actual ranchers when we find them. And then we can start taking everyone else off ranching a little bit, maybe. Let's make this priority 9 as well. There you go. We'll just make this tank as big as we could possibly make it. In fact, let's actually put a ladder here. And a ladder here. And then we can just start expanding it all the way out over here. Seems fairly sensible. Let's leave it 2 tiles thick for now. Oh. Yep, that's... Mud. Mud. A couple of fish. It's alright. It's alright, look, we did the thing. We did the thing you told us to do. Right, we'll let that out there as well. But yeah, that's obviously going to flood the batteries. Yes, good job. You are a very confused little fish, but you're very happy apparently, so that's good. It's alright, you can hang out down here. But you'll probably... I don't know, maybe you'll eat some stuff. Maybe we drop some stuff in here, who knows. Right. You just have way too many incubators on you. Right. Let's see. Still too many. So let's... Oh, this is still disconnected as well. I think I just need an extra... I think I just need a couple of incubators just to go on this line instead. I think that's what we need. Very possible. Okay, so we're building lots of ladders here. Meat is narcoleptic. That is fine. I think we could probably remove all this metal now. We know how relevant all the metal is. You just need to build the ladders first, but you are doing that. I'm not really that concerned. Oh, right, that's just the liquid leaking off from it. Yeah, that's fine. So... Sorry, mates, we're doing this again. Have I considered a stack of rocket batteries? They're 100 kilojoules each, as opposed to the 10 kilojoules the jumbo batteries provide. You know what? We haven't. We've got to refine metal. Let's... Maybe we test this out? Maybe we build like a rocket platform just over here, like a little cheeky one. Stack them up to 30 tiles high max. Well, that sounds like fun. So how about we do this? Hope you're doing well, Sir. Yeah, we haven't really tested out building the rocket platforms in the base to use all the rocket modules. Do we even have the rocket battery technology? So let's have a look. Battery. Space power. That would require more radiation. Okay, so maybe not immediately relevant because We're kind of not really getting all the radiation research done as it is. Maybe for another time. I want to test out the mechatronics with this instead, first. I guess we'll keep digging it all out in the meantime. Looks like we're a bit low on calories again. Maybe we leave it at 16 dupes for now then. I think, yeah, we've got enough beds for 17 dupes. Murder you guys who are on the floor. Then we'll keep consuming more meat. Zero calories is a bit low. Yeah, but we have lots of walking calories around. It's all good. So actually, let's have a look at the thing as well. So you can see we're getting these big spikes and we're just murdering all of our excess Plug Slugs. And then the calorie consumption is obviously going up. Yeah, we just had a few blips. Nothing major. Hope you're doing well, Brynry. At least the Plug Slugs aren't fighting back too much. Some more metal over here as well. Probably should have actually thought of that. How about we put a ladder here and then a ladder here, and then you can reach all that metal. Right, this seems good now. Nothing seems to be overloading anymore. A few batteries are disconnected though, so let's reconnect them. Because all that matters to Super Sustainable as well is that we're actually generating the power, not that we're actually consuming it. So the more batteries we build and the more power we waste, the more capacity we have, the sooner we'll be able to get to that achievement. Let's see, how are we now? I want to try and get it within 100 cycles. I think we're on track. We're at 101 megajoules now. We're almost halfway there. Carnivore is actually going to be done within the next 4 or 5 cycles, I think. I think we're doing pretty well on that front. Obviously, we're kind of tucking into our spare slug population. But that's okay. Check what long commutes is again. Branching supply. Yeah, you really are just grabbing all the cobalt you can and just putting it in here. I think I need to lower everyone's ranching priority back down to normal and then just priority to the guys who actually are into ranching with the hats. Maybe not quite like that. Actually, you have the hats. You're fine. People who don't have the hats should have it priority 1, I think. That seems like a fair amount of common sense. People are idle. Nails is idle. Okay, why are you... I've called Nails mid sneeze. It's quite funny. Sand. I think. There you go. We got pressure damage. We've sealed in this water and it's mad. Very funny. How about you remove the sand then? Yes, I think now we're literally in a contest to see how many batteries we can build. Now, I think we figured out all the automation. Go down here. We just have the conveyor rails, conveyor receptacles here. So we could put some batteries up here as well, maybe. Just a couple. Then let's remove the manual generators because they're not really needed anymore. Now, how much heat is this all generating as well? The thing is, we're next to quite a few frozen biomes, and we've not opened up any geysers. So we're actually alright on the heat front still. You need more water at this point. That's the actual constraint on your happiness. Oh, and the fish feeder. Right, okay, hold on. Can you... maybe do that? Who's made a mess? Nails is still trapped. Okay. I see. How about you just go... here, then. We put another fish feeder down here. That's not an issue. There you go. Dig this up. And what wire is this all going to be connected onto? A slightly different one. Okay, so we can just straight up remove all of this, I think. And then this wire can go back here. And I think what we'll do... Actually, hold on. Let's leave that in place. Disconnect this. And then that one can go in here. That seems sensible. And now this is all connected to something. I think we're alright. Oh, that wire broke. Okay. Seems like a redundant wire. Balls, what we got? 17th dupe? A machinery dupe? You know what? I'll take it. Liam, you can have operating. Then you can focus on that. Right, that's enough dupes. I don't think we want more than 17 with the amount of food we've got. So, auto, suit sustainability, or supplying. Let's just give everyone supplying. Just keep building more batteries. Because now the last constraint is super sustainable, which ironically in this case means burning a load of slug power. I mean, I guess we're not burning any resource. Like, we're burning metal. That's what we're doing. But the slugs are the ones doing the burning. So we can have a clear conscience. Right, you're flooded. That's very funny. So maybe we stagger that one again. Maybe put another one there. Yeah, you can reach that one. We'll just have a few all at different heights just to try and get these guys fed. And then we'll start releasing all of this water. There you go. And then that can just come across here. That's okay. Yeah, then we'll just let some of this water out over here. Then we can keep having more fish. Maybe some of this water will start melting. Or maybe we actually hook up this geyser. That's something we can definitely do. Right. Connect this. And now you can auto-feed that again. And now the fish are all going to go absolutely mad again. There you go. We got our last lot of loot. What's our loot today? What we got? A mealy teal planter box. Okie dokie. Double check. See whether we've got any buckets. Nope. So all the stuff we got today was new. That's nice. I like having new stuff. Okay, so once we've actually done Carnivore, we don't have to worry about the meat as much anymore. Does it actually say what cycle we got these on as well? No. It probably does somewhere. Yeah, still a fair few slugs. Nobody else has died over here. Yeah, I guess just remove that one for now. Okay, I think the wires are in a better situation than they were. There's still more scope for building batteries, though. We should keep at it. So, probably do that, and then... go. And we'll have to see how many batteries we've actually got at the end. You can see how fast the power is ticking down now. Because there's always going to be a constant draw just from the heat loss. But obviously a fair amount of that is actual usage as well. You can see even with relatively little usage, you'd expect to see it dropping by a couple of joules a second. God, that's so many batteries. Yeah, I think we're good. So you can finish that. Drywall. I'm not going to bother drywalling all the battery areas. We'll drywall this area as well. There you go. Love the plunger print. We're almost out of radiation research. I'm beginning to think it would have been quicker to actually set this, but sometimes you've got to give this some respect. We could build a second one as well. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, we could build a second one and just put it here. Just have it shoot straight. And maybe we could put one here as well. That's kind of funny. Do you reckon the mesh tile would block that one? There's no power wire required or anything. Let's investigate. You got unreachable food? Nah. Food's plenty reachable. It's right here. Let's murder some more slugs. Are we going to get it on cycle 75? No, not quite. It'll be cycle 77. Fish are happy now. That's good. You like to see it. Continue to dig out these tiles. Let out more water over here. I guess this is becoming a very wide pool. Leave that one there, that's fine. Yeah, you guys are quite quick at actually building these dry walls when you're motivated. Build some mesh tiles here as well. Oops. That one can go there. I don't believe you've been using these at all. I think you've got 10 bazillion other things to do. And yet, I think you're always going to prefer just grabbing metal to put in here. Alright, you know what? I'm going to set this to priority 1. I'm going to set that to priority 1, and we're going to see if people still spend all their time filling it. There's enough in there for each slug that it'll last a while. I'll tell you what, today has actually gone better than I thought it would. I thought we were going to be mucking around. Four slugs. We're still grabbing all that metal, that's fine. There's more metal over here as well. We'll go ahead and grab that. Another tile of metal there. Basically, I just want you to dig up all the cobalt that's immediately next to the base that I might have forgotten about. I mean, we can definitely grab this as well. It's not really immediately next to the base, but that'll do. Same for that. And blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die. So we put an auto sweeper here because we were going to set up some kind of way of getting the eggs out of this room. But I think in all honesty, we're just going to keep expanding the room. We're going to keep pouring more water in here. That seems to be the plan. Obviously, with 20 breeders, the eggs are going to rapidly get too much. Oh. We need to actually fill this now as well. Let's actually yellow alert fill this. How much algae do we have left? Not a lot. Let's actually dig up some more algae. We could probably stop worrying about this in a minute, because... Well, I mean, I guess we still need it for food at this point. I mean, there is more algae over here that we can grab pretty easily. So... Yeah, we can grab this stuff fairly easily. And probably just all of this. Okay. Well, whatever. I think this is good enough. It'll take a while for you to starve. Anyways, we obviously don't have seeds to feed our Pacu, do we? Because we haven't grown any plants. Right, okay. Let's actually test this theory as well. So let's get multiple people on these rad bolt generators. Now, I can see an immediate issue with this. Can you see what the issue is? That's right, Gene's going to get shot. So maybe this one could be a party one. Rowdo's getting there very slowly. Obviously, the research skill is not the constraint. It's the rad bolts. Oh, it's so close. I can taste it. Literally. Oh, what we got? We got another Pacu. Yeah, all right. More Pacu. I think we'll just let these guys roam around in the bit down here. Right, let's just open this up, and then they can swim around down here. Or maybe we just open this up now. It's mostly full of polluted water at this point. I think we can do that. There's way more metal down here as well for when we actually need to dig that. Right, let's do that. Someone will eventually come and flip this. Did we actually, yeah, toggling priority is high. There you go. The fish! The fish are flopping to freedom. The wild fish. You like to see it. The wire bridge is broken again, okay. I'm just going to build another wire bridge. Oh, we need to put in the potted plants for these guys. Very important. Because the slugs actually block the rooms when... Oh, they actually block the spaces when they're sleeping and generating power. They're acting as a power building. So we're putting buildings there to restrict the spaces they can sleep on. And then this loader would go here. We never did finish the mechanization. Actually, that is finished. Okay, that's good. We'll do it over here as well. That gives you something else to do. We'll put the drywall down here as well. It's fine. I think we just do it up to here. Very neat application of the plunger. Can reach all of this. Hooray, hugs. I'm very glad not more than 2 dupes have died. Rest in peace. Rest in pepperonis. I'm gonna do the blind. It's getting dark. If we do a fish update. Let's. I think you've all learned a fish update. What are they up to today? Oh look, there's a little baby! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Can I... Not sure whether I can adjust the focus. Nah, he's moved on. Damn. Annoying. Well. That doesn't seem right. Hold on, let me just... let me just adjust this again. Well, there's an adult. Yep, there he goes. Okay, how about that? That seems good. Yeah, the babies like to hang out in the driftwood, and they like to hang out in the plant as well when I put it in the driftwood. So we do occasionally see them. But the reality is most of the babies are grown up now. They're like adolescents. So yeah, fish are doing well. What about frogs? Frogs are doing well as well. Not much to report on the frogs, they're just hanging out. Well, we're nearly there. We've got a little bit of swamp shard heart to eat. Get some more baby slugs. We'll keep murdering you. Absolutely fine. And we should see the achievement pop in either this cycle or the next cycle, which is good, because I was really worried we weren't actually going to hit Carnivore. But the Pacu, I think, are helping. We do have a goldfish in here again. The goldfish actually look quite a bit bigger than the other fish. Get you to dig out some more algae as well, so... Get in here, probably, and do it like this. There's a big chunk down here past the steam vent. How about we go this way as well? We start chunking this out. Like, if we do it like that, we should be able to grab most of this without any issue. Hey, there we go. Look at that. What achievement is that? Carnivore. We did it. Cycle 78. Well, that's relief. I mean, it says 23 cycles remaining, so let's say cycle 77. Good. And we're halfway to super sustainable. So now, what are we going to do to generate to consume the rest of this power? We are getting there. We're about halfway there. Gas pumps, obviously, are very easy to consume power with. I don't think the slugs... I think this is the right number of incubators for the slug. So I don't think more incubators is the way. It's a little bit annoying because it feels like it's mostly just speed 3 now at this point. What else could we build that requires a lot of power? Well, obviously not lumber things. We could build... So these don't use a lot of power either. Let's just look at the colony report. Restroom accidents. I like how this is a tab here. I mean, let's see. What about... Oh, a metal refinery. We could do a metal refinery. Well, we're almost there with the radiation, so maybe we just do the radiation and then not worry about it. Right, we have to watch this as well. Let's see if this actually works. Nails looks like they're about to win. Okay, no, it hits the mesh tile. Okay, so we'll remove that tile, and then we'll be all right. I'll make this one a priority 8. And then this one could be a priority 9. So now you should be all right. This should increase the dupe's strength. Yeah, and if we have one aiming for underneath as well, it's going to have the same issue as this one does, because it's going to hit the duplicate while they're there. That being said, I think... Okay, so here's what actually makes sense, in my opinion. I think we just do it like this. So we have... one down here. We do the column of 3, and then we just remove this. Then we can get 3 dupes working on it at once. We also don't have a duplicate that has a data analysis skill. Not sure why I built this. Should we build a statue? Maybe just a pedestal. Right, so we set this to go up, and then set this to forever. I think that's fine. Oh, wait. We need this to go in here now. Deactivate it if the building is full. Not that that's ever been relevant, but we definitely want it to work like that. Right. Now, the only other issue with this is obviously the duplicates are running past the ladder. So if a duplicate does run past the ladder when the radbot gets shot, it's not really ideal. I'm not seeing a load of injured dupes yet, so maybe we're alright. Right, we have the conveyor receptacles now. Let's actually test out all the mechatronics stuff. So, what we want to do is we want to load all the metal stuff into these conveyor receptacles. All the way along here. And we'll just start with this row. That can go over here. In fact, let's actually bring it over here, and then we'll bridge it. Because the whole point of this exercise as well, apart from getting the achievements, was to see if we can properly semi-starvation ranch these Plug Slugs, and then we can do a video about it. And obviously, so the thing about Super Sustainable now is there's no time limit on this achievement, so we will eventually get it. So we can just relax now and play the run fairly normally, I guess. Somewhat normally. Unfortunately, we can't shove one here. Because each autosweep can grab the one directly underneath it. And they can grab one from the side as well. I could put one here. That would probably work, actually. I could remove the fire pole, maybe. It's not really ideal, but I guess then it does technically work for the whole area. Let's plant the seeds in here as well. And copy the settings across the loaders. So eggs and edible. There we go. Now, if only there was a way to stop people from manually loading these. So what I actually want to do is I want to load these with like 4 kilograms. But obviously it's still full at the moment. We do not want these to be full of a lot of metal at all, because we actually want the semi-starvation ranch. In fact, actually, for now, let's set these to 0. If we set them to 0, they still keep the material in them. Let's just set them to 4. And then what we'll do... Yeah, so you're all set to 4 now. So we'll tell you to get rid of all the copper ore in them. Oh, okay, so you're going to use it to build the rail. Okay, that makes sense. That's going to save the dupes some time. So what we'll do is, we'll put the final conveyor receptacle here, and then what we'll do is we'll put in a couple of conveyor loaders, and we'll just make this a manual line. And they'll load these up. And what we'll do is we'll starve the Plug Slugs for a while. So what do we do now here as well? Fast track crashed. Why? Attempted to store cobalt in a critter feeder, which did not request it. Rip failed run. We failed. Okay, I'm not sure what happened here at all. Well, that's slightly annoying. Because we were actually getting into that. Let's resume. But at least we did Carnivore. I think that was the main thing. I'm fairly confident we can get super sustainable just by leaving it running overnight. So I'm not overly fussed if we end the challenge today. And we just screen cap the achievement off stream, maybe? Because otherwise you're just waiting for me to generate all this power. It's not super important. Sorry, loud music for a second. But to be honest, it's such a huge amount of power that I don't think the devs obviously don't intend for you to speedrun it, because like we are just wasting as much power as possible in these batteries. Get it there. Right, I don't think there's too much to do. So copy that across. Copy that across. Did I build these the wrong way up? No, we need to build a wire coming in. It seemed like it was something to do with fast track, so let's assume that was the case and do what we were going to do again. So that needs to be a conveyor. Put these all back in here. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that this build uses up a tile in this room. I guess it's not too bad. Mildly annoying. And then build that across. There we go. And now I'll save it. Okay, and then we'll go back to the actual game. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? That would be an excellent idea. You didn't need to see any of that. We were just repeating what we did before. Right, so now remove the cobalt ore. There you go. Set these to, let's say 5 kilograms, because that was going to annoy you. And then we'll refill these once it's all sorted out. Also, just me, are we getting a lot of frames? We're doing alright. Even without fast track. Not that I really expect fast track to do anything at the moment. Right, so these are manual use, priority 9, cobalt. They can fill up 1,000 kilograms at a time. So what we'll do is we'll put a... What are we going to print? Probably not a dupe anymore. I think we'll just print some copper. We've got Carnivore, so I'm not going to fuss about that too much. Right, let's put a storage bin here. And then probably just an auto sweeper here. And then you guys can manually load this with cobalt. Because they won't eat it out of the conveyor receptacles, but they will eat it out of the feeders. But we also need to starve you. So you guys are going to take 5 cycles to starve. Kind of the real test of this. What's going on here? Oh, that bridge is broken. Okay, we knew that already. Why is this not connected to anything? Because the plug slugs aren't generating? Oh, because we actually used all the power up. Okay, fair enough. I'll allow it. Yeah, and then we just need someone to come and do the mechatronics side. Yeah, this does seem a bit like a case where we just need to leave it running on speed 3 for a little bit. So, let's see. This could be full of cobalt. Cobalt ore. This can be priority 8. We'll keep these set to priority 1, so no one should be filling these manually. Obviously, you're still eating all that stuff. We have a fair amount of metal available, so hopefully you're just grabbing it from here. Harold is handing out balloons. That's nice. You know what? While we're just waiting for all of this, I'm going to make an executive decision. We are actually going to review the patch notes, the updated patch notes. So, let's see. Give me a second. Not included. Forum, Frosty, Planet, Beta, patch. Yeah, because I've been keeping a sort of semi-eye on these. So... yeah, okay, right. Let me just head on over. So... this is the first lot of patch notes we reviewed. This was the original release of the beta that came out in June 25th. But there are more. And I should probably... so. Here you go. Right. So let's have a look at this. So there's been a few updates. Let's have a quick look at the patch notes while we're here. So... Frosty Planet Pack. Added Oxalite sconce building. Okay, so I'm presuming this is because the one of the plants produces oxalite. This is a building that lets you diffuse oxalite quickly, like for the other oxygen sources. That's good. This is definitely a thing that should exist in the game. The Ice Maker can now optionally produce snow. I believe there's a plant that required snow as fertilizer, so that's also good. Increase the load capacity, cooling strength, and power consumption of the Ice Maker, but reduce relative heat production. That's interesting. So, is this going to make the Ice Maker a viable actual cooling solution? So, because the power, the heat production is going down, but the cooling strength is increasing. I'll have to reevaluate that, because Ice Makers were already not actually that bad. I mean, obviously they use a duplicate, but in terms of power and... in terms of power efficiency for, like, heat transfer, they really aren't that bad compared to a thermoregulator. So, we'll have to investigate this. And the cooling water status of the Ice Maker showing the works in progress. Okay. Research button now shows progress of active research. That's nice. I've seen that UI element in someone's video. Consuming shellfish now contributes to the progress of the Carnivore achievement. So before, if you were eating Santa shells, I guess that wasn't counting. That's funny. Rename cold scalding to frostbite. Makes sense. Hot tub and sauna now provide 3 cycles of frost resistance. That's nice. Spicy tofu and curry beans now provide 1 cycle of frost resistance. That's pretty good. These foods definitely needed a buff, so I'm glad they've got the buff. Possibly makes them worth looking at now. Like, I'm thinking probably spicy tofu is something to consider now, considering nosh beans are quite relevant on Cold Asteroid anyways. I don't like them that much, but I can't deny that they're fairly water-efficient food plants. So that's nice. Buildings that provide immunity to chilly surroundings and soggy feet now display frost resistance in the effects region of the UI. Nice. Space Heater has a slider. This is so weird. Like, that's very weird. Like, why not just... You can have 2 in an area. I'm not sure why they felt the need to add this. Like, I've seen buildings with sliders in mods, but yeah, this doesn't feel like something that needs to be in the base game. I mean, I guess it's better to have it than not, but it's a small building. I don't know, it seems weird. Background art used for gas range blueprints, whatever. Folia and Quagmyrus now support Geoactive. Seeds will change on those world traits. Interesting. I like this one. Corrected specific heat capacity of tallow being about 1,000 times too low. Yes, that was the thing. Tallow had a specific heat capacity of something like 0.00002 or something. It was absurd. And I'm sure there was some use for that they've gotten rid of. I'm not going to focus too much on the mammoths. When the Mu asteroid is replaced, the world that replaces it will have a chlorine gas vent. Interesting. Prioritize adding biomes to starting in nearby asteroids before mixing in distant asteroids. That's a good change. Updated artwork for new space destination. Nice. Disabled Geodorman on Spaced Out style series cluster. Consuming deep fried meat, pemmican, fish taco, shellfish, or shellfish on Bureau now contributes to the progress of Carnivore. That's good. All the new ways of cooking the meat. Renamed Pre-Plastic to Plastic Monomer. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. Presumably something to do with the nectar? Maybe? Improved quality of shellfish tempura fish taco recipes and added a sleep meat requirement. Ooh, that's interesting. Pike apple can now spoil. That's funny that they didn't spoil. I'm not going to look too much into bug fixes. Okay, let's look at some of the more recent ones. So that was July 3rd. This one is from Friday. Added Mercury ceiling light building. Okay, interesting. A new campsite point of interest to Ceres asteroids. Added Nosh Noms food fry to the deep fryer. Food recipe to the deep fryer. Oh, okay, so another Nosh bean recipe. Interesting, interesting. I'm looking forward to Nosh beans being better. I felt sad that they were so bad for so long, and I like that there's more uses for them now. I guess we'll see how practical that ends up being. Hold on, let's quickly check what's going on. Okay, Nails is actually starving. Let's while we're looking at patch notes, let's quickly murder some Plug Slugs. Yeah, there we go. Have some more food. Have some more food while we starve the rest of these slugs. Right. In the meantime, let's continue. So, let's see. Increase quality of squash fries and remove table salt from its recipe. That's weird, a food recipe that required table salt. Minor changed to frozen Mercury asteroid field tuning. Oh, so they added a spaced out destination with Mercury on it. That's interesting. Classic style series now has radioactive biomes. Cool, that's nice. Minor adjustments for geothermal heat pump placement. Yes, I need to see this. Really looking forward to starting this new long run on Thursday. We get to look at all of this stuff relatively spoiler free. I've seen a couple of things, but almost nothing. Improved POI placement near the start to reduce world gen failures. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, and then let's have a look at the final update. What we got? So this is on Saturday. Just a small hotfix. Increased mercury ceiling lights heat production. Okay, fair enough. All right. Cool beans. Pretty interesting stuff. Looking forward to testing it all out. There we go. Right, how's it going? Looks like some wires breaking a little bit. That's fine. Okay, so now that we've let you just crack on with things for a few days, like what is the life of the average dupe now? Let's increase supplying on all of these dupes. Straight up. Do not care about what other things you had in mind. There you go. Have fun. Let's get some more research done. So we're gonna do what? Metal refinery? Check what the status of the colony report is as well. So we're on 130 megajoules. Do I set these to 60? Let's try it. Burn a little bit more power on those if we can without breaking everything. Don't think we want any more dupes. Okay, so these need to be powered. Fair enough. We can go there. And then these can start loading up all the conveyor receptacles. You know what? Wow, that's a lot of hydrogen that's randomly ended up here. How about you dig this out? That seems like a good idea, doesn't it? I'm starving. Gene? Gene? Gene, have you been trapped this entire time? No. No, Gene is just a silly Billy. Also, we have a lot of sleep wheat down here. That's good. You can dig that up. Okay, what's going on over here? Are we out of hydrogen? Oh no, we're not out of hydrogen. But the hydrogen gas pump probably shouldn't be connected to the friggin' hydrogen wire. Want to make sure that your power sources aren't dependent on anything that needs the power source to run. Because if it does, and it fails, it'll fail in a way where it doesn't restart itself. We'll use an independent wire for this. So that gives you something else to do. Oh, and I guess the bathrooms are backing up. Oof. Maybe... Oh, God. How about we just temporarily dump some liquid in here? No, that's not really good, is it? How about we just temporarily dump it up here? Probably gonna work. There you go. Now you can all go to the bathroom again. You're probably all still gonna pee yourselves. Because that just tends to happen on my streams. Do that for a minute while we're getting everything working again. It looks like the wires are broken. That has not worked. Plug that in here. And Friday 9, this wire. Oh, I have some more exciting news as well. As you may have noticed from the thing above my head, you guys successfully funded the keyboard. And what I didn't tell you as well is you also successfully funded the latest lot of emotes, the new ones that we got commissioned about a month ago. So like the long whiskers and the fancy whiskers and soda whiskers, all that stuff. Let me see, where's the rest of them? Yeah, here we go. So you unlocked all those emotes, and they've all been paid for now. That's great. And the next thing is an IRL portrait of whiskers. That's going to go in that corner there between my PhD and the fish tanks. So I've already got that commissioned. That's going to get here sometime early August. That'll be fun. Right, this clearly did not work. So let's reset. More skills. Just keep getting supplying. I guess you don't need farming. I guess just research stuff for now. Surfboards. We can do surfboards. That seems fairly reasonable. Right, that's connected now. The main issue being this wire is broken. Okay. Look that up. Oh, and this wire needs to work. Okay. There you go. You're overloading again. How about I just disconnect you? No, that doesn't work. Okay. Gas pump does tend to use a lot of power. Yay! Jumping up and down, jumping up and down. Jumping, jumping, jumping. So that's not spilling a load of water over here, is it? I guess it is. You can start removing these tiles again then. There you go. Give the fish more water. You never quite managed to get up here. How about you dig the snow? Dig that as well. And then we can come investigate this. So I think what we do is we just go up here. And then all that water can pour out that way. Right, so now if we look at the power overlay. So you guys are down to 1.2 kilowatts, 800 watts, some of you. So that means you are starting to starve. And if we see any of you at the point where you're... If we see any of you at the point where you're at 40 watts, then that means you're actually starving, which is not good. But it looks like, yeah, we'll start filling these fairly soon. So obviously, this whole time we haven't been filling these with metal anymore, so that's good. The aim is to see if we can make it so they definitely feed from here and then immediately climb up to this tile. And we've got to figure out the amount of food that lets them do that. Because if they climb up to this tile, drowsy, and then they start generating power, and they start starving after that, they'll still generate the 800 watts, and not just the 80 watts, the 40 watts, whatever it is. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what it was. Jumping, 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 jumping. Go, salad spinner, go. Like, I've jumped on this one for a bit. Now it's time for me to jump on this one. So what's your long commutes now? So now your long commutes are just a little bit of everything. Well, what do I even want you to do at this point? Well, not suffocate. Fine on that front. How about we let some more air up this way? I don't think we should really be letting the hydrogen build up over here. Now, obviously, you can't reach all of this. See how much of this you can reach. Oh, is it because you're trying to get up here and there's no more oxygen left? Yeah, that's probably it, isn't it? You're getting far enough. I guess we could let some air up here. I'm actually going to let all this hydrogen back over here somehow. If we do it like that. Just a little bit of mild suffocation, nothing to be worried about. We never ended up going over here. Oh, because of the... that. Fair enough. Yeah. So, have you heard anything about Dyson Sphere program recently? I haven't seen any recent news. I'm kind of hoping that they update Space Combat soon, so I kind of want to get into that again. Hello, XD Creepers. Hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up the Plug Slug Challenge. So we got Locavore, we got Carnivore. I'm seeing if we can effectively actually semi-starvation ranch these guys now. And we're doing that while we're waiting for Super Sustainable to come in, because that's going to take a while. We're at we're at 134 megajoules out of 240. We're probably not going to reach that until cycle 100, so we're just speed 3ing at the moment. Got like an hour left. Okay, why aren't you charging anything? That wire just got disconnected from the plug slugs, so that needs to go here, I guess. Well, that's not great. I haven't seen the bat guy around. That doesn't mean he's not here. Plug these batteries in again. I'm just going absolutely mental on the battery front. That's literally what's happening. Because each of these will store 40 kilojoules. Which is... no, yeah, 40 kilojoules. So 0.04 megajoule. We don't need the micro misher anymore. Oh, maybe we do need the micro misher. People are starving. Plug slugs are starving. Okay. When a plug slug starts starving, we'll open this up. So now you can have... oh, I know what we need to do now. Now we need to set up the actual automation. So what we need is a timer for activating these. So the problem with this is it means that eggs aren't going to get... eggs are only going to get handled once a day. I don't think that's going to significantly affect the reproduction rate. It's going to technically lower it a little bit. But I think that's fine. We need to build automation wires up here. I think the actual solution to that issue would be to have 2 different auto sweepers. One for eggs and one for just the other stuff. And you could do that by putting another auto sweeper in here. And moving the loader somewhere else. Because we could put the loader on these tiles here and that would work. So we'll investigate that in Sandbox Showcase, but I think for now we'll just try it the old-fashioned way. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll put the timer sensor here. So this needs to be... actually, cycle sensor. It needs to be scheduled specifically around nighttime. We still need to murder a few more of these guys. Yeah, it seems like we lucked out into the right amount of incubators. 16 incubators. This is about the right ratio. I've seen your important request. Well, I don't really have any immediate thoughts on that. I'll talk to you about that after the stream. Which is not going to be super long. Right, yeah, no more dupes. Ranching interest. Skilled critter ranching. Building impaired. Very funny, Stinky. You might sleep. Okay. You know what? These still need to charge. But obviously the plug slugs aren't really going to be generating much power until we actually feed them. So let's actually just keep doing it like this. Also, the reason I'm doing the wires up here like this for the battery is so if the wires overload for each battery, it doesn't break the whole line. Here you go. So, they get drowsy about a scheduled block before nighttime. So what we want is for the auto sweepers to activate. We want them to be active for about 4% of the time. We want them to be active immediately before nighttime. So they eat, but only immediately when they're immediately before they're drowsy. So we'll experiment with that. I reckon one more day. So now they're all at 40 watts. This one's at 800. They're almost all at 40 watts. So obviously nothing's getting powered at. So I think we're at the point now where we can load these up again. Now, I absolutely wish there was a way to get people to stop loading these manually, but I'm not sure there is. Maybe just make it 2 kilograms? Right. Copy those settings across. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to do a little bit of field testing on that. And this does mean that a few eggs are going to get manually collected by dupes, but I think that's fine. Obviously not having the power isn't going to help towards super sustainable. There should be a lot more... Oh! Oh, that's not good. No, we can't allow this. We can't allow this. You're going to have to be blocked. Sorry, friend. Also, you're still feeding these guys. It counts as a ranching errand. That's annoying, because that's just going to be wasting all your time now. Right, so you can't... You can still reach. Oh my god, that's annoying. Well, we're going to have to seal it here, then. There's still some bugs to work out with this, for sure. Right. Seal that up, please. Oh no, he's on the loose! He's on the loose. We got a slug on the run. He's eating all the metal in front of the printing pod. Okay. So, slug has gone AWOL. Move you here. But the thing is, the amount of food is so low, they'll start starving again almost immediately. They can burn 60 calories in, like, not very much time at all, like a couple of seconds. I think if we were actually going to do this, I think we would have to disable the critter feeder. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. And we would have to disable it via a pneumatic door, which is going to be annoying, a critter ranch. Because I could trap the critter. It would have to be open normally and then close. So for now, we're just going to have to put up with everyone just being annoying. People idle now? You're idle, but that's because you're trapped. Yeah, so how about you build this out of sandstone instead then? There you go. So I'm hoping this is going to work a bit better than it did before. speed up again. Because we'll need to play around with the automation a little bit. Is 4% enough time for this to actually work? Probably not. Okay, so let's speed 1 it. So now, this should be active, yeah. Okay, so now... Oh, you've not got power. Okay. We failed the vibe check. So, these auto sweepers need to be hooked up to whatever lines are running hydrogen on them. So, let's just make a very quick mess of our power grid. And power these very quickly. Irksome. Okay, so the problem is they all got drowsy, so they all got into position and now they're not eating. So the time needs to actually come a bit sooner in the schedule. Now most of you are all just starving. Except for you, who's being groomed. So we need all the auto sweepers specifically to go onto hydrogen. And then everything else needs to come on. So let's see, this could be hooked up here again then. That's obviously too much load. I think we just turn most of these off now. I don't think we care that much about it anymore. I'd rather not just deal with overloading wires anymore. We've got the food-based achievements. Now I'm mostly just playing around with the plug slugs. And I think we will wrap it up today. We're very clearly on track for super sustainable. I'll just post a screenshot. I'll leave it running tomorrow and I'll post a screenshot. I don't really feel like waiting around just to get the achievement. This is why I don't really care about this normally. And we've overcommitted to the plug slug so much, I don't really want to continue this into a normal run. That being said, I like how this has ended up. I like the plunger wallpaper. Not enough batteries? Yeah, we need more batteries. For sure. We need to get the plug slugs non-starvation. Right, let's actually set this. Let's increase this to 5, and then let's move this back here. So that should be the non-drowsy interval. So they should eat before they get drowsy. That's the idea. And we're filling this with so little food that they should get into position and they'll starve while they're on the thing anyways. We're also still trying to starve these guys out a little bit, but I think there's possibly some metal ore still in here. Yeah, these guys ain't starving anytime soon. Are we doing well, Spoonwood? I think this has been a pretty successful run. We only killed 2 dupes. Lots of Pacu. That's a lot of Pacu, actually. We are still technically trying to pull more water out of here. I don't overly care about that. Let's actually go and grab the sleet weeds. It's fine. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's pretty warm at the moment, but I think my room is just warm because of all the fish tanks and stuff in general. Very excited about the DLC coming out on Thursday. I was planning on continuing this run tomorrow, but I thought it was going to take a bit longer to get Carnivore, so we might just... I don't really feel like starting a new challenge tomorrow, so I might just do something different I might just do some more Balatro because I've been really enjoying the challenge runs in that game. We did a retrospective review of Spaced Out and my thoughts on the DLC and what I liked and what I'm looking forward to in future DLCs. So that is on YouTube at the moment. You know, enjoy watching duplicates pop up and down on this thing. Pipe is kind of blocking at the moment, that's alright. Insufficient oxygen generation. What do you mean? Probably plug some more of the... Probably fine. Already got one down there. Oh, I know what we do. Just dig this out. Make more room for carbon dioxide. Right, so you're all munching now because these are turned on. So you should all be ready. You're drowsy. You're tame, you're groomed, you're looking for food. Not quite there yet. And okay, moment of truth. Okay, this actually worked. Okay, I'm really excited about this. So most of the Plug Slugs are running at 800 watts. So they're not starving. They've only eaten a very tiny amount of metal. And they're soon actually going to be starving on the wire. Like, you're starving on the wire, but because you got on the wire first, you're still generating the 800 watts. So we've actually done it. We've successfully semi-starvation ranched these guys. And we'll obviously keep this going for a few more cycles. But this means that we're now generating power with the Plug Slugs. We're generating half as much power, but with about 5% of the metal consumption, if that. So that is an actual success. And I feel like the thumbnail should just be wiring nightmare. Wiring gone wrong or something. Yeah. There you go. Have a nice wire spaghetti thumbnail. Alright, I'm pretty pleased about that. We'll test it for probably a couple more cycles. Check it's working properly. And then obviously you'll eat a little bit when you're done. But yeah, filling it with 2 kilograms seems to be fine. It's enough food for them to eat from it at the right time, then immediately go to the thing. And this is again why we put them all in their individual cells, so that each Plug Slug is definitely near its own feeder and near the wire. So it spends as little time moving around as possible. I think we could probably adjust this to 78%. Probably still a little bit of fine tweaking to do on that. Now we actually should have power again. This battery is not hooked up. Why? Oh, because we disconnected this. Okay, I think we just straight up connect this all here. Whatever. Whatever, I'm not overly concerned about breaking wires anymore. We just want it to work. Any more sleep wheats? There are more sleep wheats. Okay, let's keep grabbing these. Just for now. Go in here as well. Grab all of these, make some more frost buttons. We found the Critterfluxomatic. Hooray. We found some more Drecos. You are set to enable auto harvest, but you can't actually do it because there's a tile here blocking it. Okay, that's fine. And then we need to build a ladder here and probably analyze this. Yep, we are speed 3. It's all good. Sweepy sweepy. So, okay. What would we do if we were trying to actually do a long format run like this? And get Carnivore at the same time. Because we can't reduce the amount of dupes, because we were fairly close to not getting Carnivore. I think we'd probably reduce it down to about 10 dupes, and maybe 16 Plug Slugs. That's probably a bit more manageable and probably still gets you to cycle 100 just fine. Without quite starving so much off of the map in the middle. And we would probably just open up the metal volcanoes and start feeding them the refined metal, I think. Sure, have some bristleberries. Make some bristleberries, you know what? Why not? So, yeah, we've got critter starvation, we've got 6 guys starving. Yeah, most of you guys are fairly low on the calories front now, that's good. Obviously the dupes being low on the calories front is not good. Circuit is overloaded now. It is this one. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care at this point. We're just proof of concepting it. Just ignore the wires. Right, look. So yeah, all the plug slugs are now at 800 watts. So and also, most of them, or a fair few of them, are starving on the wire at 800 watts. So that is a sign that this is actually working pretty well. And we could replicate this on a smaller scale and fix some of the quirks and use it in future runs. If we have a couple of incubators, I don't mind them manually loading the eggs as well. So this will be the next Sandbox Showcase video. We'll do it about plug slugs. We'll refine the setup a bit more, and then we'll go for that. Right. We're going to be here for like another 20-30 cycles if we're actually just trying to generate the power. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here, and we're going to call it a success. We did Locavore and Carnivore without violating Super Sustainable, and we're on track to get it in like 30 cycles. So I'm going to consider that a success, and I'll share the screenshot with you on Discord tomorrow as proof that we beat the challenge. So yeah, thanks very much for hanging out. I have thoroughly enjoyed this short format challenge. Wasn't 100% sure we were going to get to Carnivore, but the Pacu helped out in the end. Just feeding the wild Pacu was enough to give us enough eggs to get over the edge and to get 17 duplicates going, so that was pretty nice. But if you like what you've seen tonight and you want to see more Oxygen Not Included stuff, feel free to follow me on Twitch and you'll get notifications when I go live. We usually stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 7:30 to 10:30 British time. This week's a bit different. So tomorrow, because we've done Carnivore today, I'm going to play something else tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm going to be off. And then Thursday, when the DLC comes out, we'll start the DLC run. And I'm sure I'll get very confused and we'll be figuring out what's going on. And it'll be a lot of fun. But yes, we have the YouTube channel as well, which I've already linked. We did a retrospective on the Spaced Out DLC, what we liked on that, what we're looking forward to future DLCs, and there's a Discord page where we hang out and share memes and builds of various different things. Fisher will be well behaved tonight as well, both in game and out of game. That's always nice. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Let's go raid someone. Go raid someone. Who are we gonna go raid? Probably Too Legit City. Too Legit City has just started. I'm not really sure what they're up to today, and I'm not going to check. But they're just doing a crossword at the moment. So if you like, feel free to send them some fishy vibes, fishy sentiments, fishy emotes, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.